Hello, everyone. Before we start our science experiment for this week, I just wanted to remind us of all the wonderful learning that we have done in the last couple of weeks. We have engaged in some fun, colorful, magical, delicious experiments, and we have learned all different types of chemical reaction. We have also learned some fancy science words, such as density, atoms, molecules, chemical reaction, and friends, this week's science experiment is a rain cloud in a jar. A rain cloud in a jar. Do you know where clouds come from? Do you know how clouds are formed? Well, friends, today we're going to learn a new word, and it is condensation. Everybody say condensation. Yes, condensation is the opposite of evaporation. We've learned about matter, and we've learned that water is all three states of matter. We know that when water gets really hot, it evaporates into a gas. And we can call that steam, we can call that vapor, right? Well, in condensation, our new word, it's not evaporation. It is the water that you do not see or that you could see. Water that evaporates and it rises up to the sky. And then what happens is it rises into the air and then it hits cold air. And friends, when it hits cold air, it forms the clouds. How interesting is that? Yes, those water droplets that are rising up to the sky and touches the cold air turns into clouds. And then something else happens, another chemical reaction. The clouds, they hold so much water droplets that it gets to a point they can't hold them anymore. They get too heavy. And that's when the rain comes down. So friends, enough of talking now, but don't forget that word condensation. We are going to make our rain cloud in a jar now, and we're going to watch the condensation. For this experiment, friends, you will need a jar of water. You will need a jar of water, a mason jar or any other type of jar, but it has to be a glass jar so that you can see. And you need some shaving cream. You need some shaving cream. And you need some food coloring. You can do it colorful if you want. I'm going to use blue. And you pour a little bit of water, doesn't matter. You can pour a little bit of water in a cup, and then you pour some food coloring in the water, and you need a dropper. So here's my dropper. And the first thing that you do is you pour the shaving cream into the jar. And this represents our cloud that was made through condensation. The process is called condensation. Those are my clouds. Wow, nice puffy, fluffy clouds. And then you take your food coloring and your dropper, and this is the water droplets that form in the clouds when that vapor rises in the air and forms the clouds. And the water droplets, they just keep piling up and piling up on the clouds. and the clouds get so heavy. And there goes the condensation. And our rain comes down. Wow, the clouds can still hold a little more water until they can't hold any more. And you can do this experiment with different colors and make a rainbow. Wow. I already see the rain coming down. The rain's coming down because the clouds are getting filled up. They're getting filled up with all those water droplets. Is it starting to rain yet? Let's see, friends. Is it starting to rain yet? I see the rain coming down. I see the rain coming down. Friends, what is this process called again? Yes, condensation. Condensation is when the vapor rises into the air. And then the tiny droplets of water, they start to form our clouds. And our clouds get so filled up with those droplets. And it starts raining. And then the whole process repeats itself again. Friends, I hope that you enjoy this wonderful experiment all about condensation. This is super fun. Wow, it is definitely raining. Look at that cool rain coming down from the clouds. This process is called condensation. Friends, I hope that you enjoy our experiment. Rain cloud in a jar with your parents. I hope to see some videos and photos. Have a great day. Bye-bye. See you next time.